Welcome back to your daily bedtime story. Today is A Kite's Flight by William Gumede. This is a story about the African continent. One summer morning, when the sun was beginning to spread its warmth across the clear, blue African sky, Andile asked his papa, "Are you busy now?" Said his papa. "Why do you ask?" "Because you promised you would help me build a kite," said Andile hopefully. "Yes, great idea," said his papa, putting aside the newspaper he was reading. "What do we need to make a kite?" Papa asked Andile. "Let me see. We need paper, 2 sticks, glue, and tape," said Papa. "Oh, we can use your newspaper and some of Mama's string," suggested Andile. "We've got bamboo sticks in the garden. The driest ones will fly the best," said his papa. After eagerly cutting, pasting, and taping, their kite was ready to fly. They ran off to the beach to fly their new kite. It was a perfect day. The wind was neither too strong nor too weak, just the kind that would give a kite a lift. "Will our kite fly, Papa?" asked Andile. "We won't know until we've given it a try," said his papa. Papa held the kite in one hand and the string in the other. As he ran, he rolled out the string and then released the kite into the air. Before long, it was soaring above the beach. Papa handed the flying kite to Andile, who held it steady. It wasn't long before the kite flew above the tallest buildings lining the beach. A light breeze lifted the kite over the Atlantic Ocean. Passer-by looked admiringly at the kite. One or two asked to hold it for a while. A beaming Andile allowed them to do so. "Should we let it go higher, Papa? Higher than the clouds?" asked Andile. "If it goes too high, we won't be able to see it. We also don't have enough string," said his papa. Suddenly, a burst of wind tugged at the kite, and the string broke. Finally, friendly hands on the beach tried to grab the string and rescue Andile's kite. But the wind lifted it higher and higher into the sky. It rose above the cable car and disappeared beyond Table Mountain. The kite flew away from Andile and his papa. It flew northwards over the big hole in Kimberley, the biggest hole dug by human hands in search of diamonds. It crossed the Orange River and flew over the red sands of the Namib Desert of Namibia. The Namib's dunes are the tallest in the world. Lizards and geckos dive under the sand to escape the danger and keep cool. The kite flew over the Kalahari, the desert the Botswana people think of as thirsty or waterless place. The wind swept the kite over the great Zambezi River, which snakes its way across Zambia and Zimbabwe. The kite narrowly escaped being soaked by the spray of the smoke that thunders, Omosiotanya. This is the name the Zimbabweans use for the Victoria Falls, the largest waterfall in Africa. The wind blew the kite over the ice caps of Kilimanjaro, the tallest mountain in Africa. Then it soared across the vast plains and wild animals of the Serengeti in Tanzania. The kite flew over the hunters and the hunted. It moved northeast over Africa's largest freshwater lake, Lake Victoria in Uganda. A huge flock of migrating birds flew by the kite as it crossed the equator that divides the southern and the northern parts of the world. The wind blew Ndile's kite westwards across the tree tops of the forest of the Congo Basin, home to the tribes of the Pygmies, as well as the wild mountain gorilla and the okapi. The kite flew over the forests and the wetlands of southern Sudan, where many birds spend their winters. Then it crossed the enormous Sahara Desert in Sudan. A dust storm pushed it faster and further along the mighty Nile River, and finally into Egypt. The kite's string got caught in a groove of one of Egypt's ancient pyramids. For days and nights the kite flew from the top of the pyramid and was watched by the camels. A strong desert wind shook it loose and carried it away. Suddenly the wind stopped and the clouds cleared. The kite fell on the beach sand of the Mediterranean Sea, on the northern tip of Africa. The kite was ragged and tattered and looked very different to the one that Andile and his papa had made. A little boy called Ahmad was walking with his papa on the beach when he saw the kite lying half buried in the sand. The boy carefully picked up the kite. He wondered where it could have come from, who had made it, and how far it had travelled. Ahmad asked his papa, "Can we fix it?"
We could," replied his papa.
"Yes, let's do it," shouted Ahmad. And so Ahmad and his papa together fixed the kite. Soon it was ready to fly again. The end. Sleep tight and don't let the bedbug bite.